An emotional contract is where both people are fulfilling roles. They're not really in a real connection. It is where you stay out of obligation and not desire, not because you want to be there. It is when you stay and hold on because you don't want to break somebody's heart or disappoint anybody, like the kids or siblings or your parents or the community or something like that. Also, the relationship is transactional. I give, so you give. It's that I'm doing this out of obligation. It's not, again, it's at the passion is absent. It's like the friend that only calls you when they need something. And if you don't know what a real relationship is, then you will stay out of survival mode, not because, again, you want to be there. It's not a relationship, it's just a contract. It's something that you are fulfilling. We overgive, we oversacrifice just to prove our worth. This is something about the way we were brought up. There is also the way we are attached to things, our fear-based attachment, like being alone. Because you are afraid to be alone, you stay in a relationship that is so unfulfilling. Maybe it's a fear of confrontation. And so you keep quiet or you minimize or diminish yourself to keep peace. And you also tolerate mistreatment. It's a whole thing. You tolerate it instead of run from it. Yeah. And also the fear of change. We stay stuck because we don't want to do anything different. And whether we agree with it or not, family dynamics shape the way we view and perceive love. How did we get our love? Was it conditional? Was it performative? If I do something, if I make straight A's, will you love me? What is it? How did you see love modeled before you? Because if you don't know, then you will just, am I enough? You will question everything about yourself. Am I in this because I want to be? Or am I here because I have to be? Do I feel like I have to be? And why do you feel like you have to tolerate maltreatment? Why do you feel like you have to participate with dysfunction? And it's all because these are emotional contracts we make when we're not at a place where we're self-aware. We're not aware that this is not working for us until we keep hitting that wall. And then we start to say, what is it? Is it me? Could it be me? We are becoming architects, conscious creators. And so healing is mandatory, but the suffering part is optional. And if you are in a relationship where it feels like you are working and climbing, and this is a very different energy or emotion or even feeling from working towards a mutual goal, a mutual desire. You are in it to win it. It's teamwork and camaraderie. But if you feel like even the one you want does not show it or does not want you will have an indication all around every facet of your life, because everything is connected: mind, body, spirit. So goes the mind, so goes the body. Okay, and the spirit will have to just wait, because our spirits are actually the anchoring point, and we are resisting with our thoughts, and our body is following our mind, because this is how we experience life, through this physical body. So I'm simply saying suffering is optional. There is a way that you can understand yourself, why you do what you do, thereby understanding why people do what they do, because it all orients from inside of us, right? And then you don't have to suffer. You can stare your shadow in the face and embrace the shadow. But it starts with the truth. It starts with being honest and truthful with ourselves. Ask yourself, am I in a relationship? Am I working? Do I feel like I'm toiling and laboring? Is this mutually beneficial? Am I getting something, or am I doing it again? Oops, I did it again. So we got what it is. So what are we going to do? Well, we have to recognize the signs, we have to redefine our standards, and we have to have the courage to let go. If we recognize the signs, is it performative? Am I forcing it? If you are forcing it, it's not a relationship, it's a contract. Anything forced, it's fear-based, and it is a contract. Obligation, no desire, no passion, just doing it to be doing it because you think you got to do it, but you really don't have to do it. Second thing, redefine your standards. Love and respect and reciprocity are now non-negotiables. Non-negotiables. We're not gonna even play about that. How about that? I like it. I like it. It's the other one. Courage to let go. Letting go is not failure, because failure is not an option. And letting go is not failure, it is progress. Letting go is powerful. Letting go is courageous, because it literally says to your past behavior, your past belief, your past truths, no, we're not doing this anymore. Change is radical, and you're about to make a radical move because it's time and you feel it and you already know. That's why you stopped. That's why you stopped scrolling and you watched this video, because consider this your wake-up call. Consider this your ding, ding, ding. Consider this a clarion call. Consider this your fairy godmother. Consider this your grown auntie, your grown rich auntie. Consider this your therapist. Consider this your counselor. Consider this your spiritual life coach. Consider this God, the voice of God telling you that it's time to re-examine every single one of your relationships. Platonic, romantic, interpersonal, doesn't matter. If it involves something else, someone else, see if you are actually there because you want to be. Relationship, or you're there because you have to be. You feel like you have to be. Contract. It's an emotional contract. Both parties agree to fulfill this. You press that button in my life, and that's it. Contracts feel very, very tight and restrictive because they limit who you are, and you agree to wear a mask that you no longer fit. So stop playing with yourself and let's go. It's time to move. All right. I hope this helps.